All right, Stevie Joe, real rock. Okay, so I'm trying to give you those great stories that you cannot find elsewhere. Today I'm going to talk about Kurt Cobain and the time that he was backstage at a Guns N' Roses show. Now, this was in the Michael Azerrad book, Come As You Are, which was considered the official Nirvana biography many years back. For whatever reason, Kurt Cobain really took to Michael Azerrad, and this is the person he really gave the most information to. So the information that we get in the book is that Kurt Cobain was backstage one time at a Guns N' Roses show. It is not specific about when this was. Now, my guess would be probably late 1991, before Nirvana launched. Now, what Kurt Cobain had to say about this was he was backstage with Axl Rose at a Guns N' Roses show, and he basically said there were women around that were scantily clad that he felt looked kind of skirmish and, maybe a little bit uncomfortable. They were backstage, and he was assuming that they were there essentially to, pleasure the guys in the band. And really suggesting more or less that Axl was one of these people. And then he made a comment about, it just had a misogynistic setting. So I think Nirvana was assuming that their album would not take off and become huge. And, the fact that, they had previously been living, kind of paycheck to paycheck. And the fact that Axl was a fan of theirs lended to an opportunity to help the band grow. And it seems like Kurt was more than willing to let Guns N' Roses and Axl Rose help him out at that point. I would assume, too, if Axl was wearing the Nirvana hat in the Don't Cry video, that there was probably a discussion that happened to take place at some point before then. That's just not usually something you go ahead and do out of the blue. So, why things changed? I think once Kurt Cobain realized he did not need Axl, I think things changed drastically, and I think that's when he decided to take shots at him. Now, I think this is a fairly common thing. I think a lot of musicians would take the opportunity to let another band help them blow up, even if they did not like them. I don't know Nine Inch Nails and Soundgarden's stance on Guns N' Roses, but they both opened up for Guns N' Roses. I'm assuming they may not really have been right in their wheelhouse, but they saw it as a big opportunity. Also, you can see here that he really had a bandana phase. I can't imagine he wasn't into 80s rock at some time. And these pictures here were from 1988, when Guns N' Roses had broken, were at their biggest. And yet he happens to be wearing a bandana like Axl Rose. That's very interesting to me. It'd be hard to believe that he was not a fan. And we know Dave Grohl had come out and said the first time he ever heard Welcome to the Jungle, it blew his mind. And he was like, wow, the song was amazing. So, it's interesting how sometimes things change. I don't know exactly what and why they changed. Do you think Kurt Cobain was, in fact, a Guns N' Roses fan at some point? I actually do. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, and let's get this video out there. Thanks.